Hello? I didn't test anything. So, can you hear me and or the game? Because I changed everything on setup, but I didn't test a singular thing. Sounds okay. Am I ear-piercingly loud? Because I didn't even set up any filters or anything. I don't know whether... Wait, I need to open my coat. And I was going to do a test record to see the sound, and then I kind of forgot about the time. Can you hear the game? Sounds good, but being a VTuber lip reader would be a good idea. Once I think I started stream, and for the first 10 minutes, my mic was off. So that's happened before. I also don't know whether alerts and stuff will work, because again, I set everything up really differently. It was like it was the recommended way, and apparently people are like, once you learn how to do this, it's game changing. But it was kind of hard, and I didn't test any of it. So we'll see if anything works. And also my bitrate keeps coming up as saying unstable, so I thought I backed everything up. So on Saturday, because Nikki kept crashing on me, I was like, I need to do my SSD now. And then I was like, okay, back everything up. And I backed everything up. And then I replaced my SSD, reinstalled Windows, blah, 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 blah. And then I went to set everything up on my PC, and I was like, oh, nothing is backed up. Nothing that is important is backed up. The backed up stuff included, like TV programs and, like, anime I haven't watched in 100 years, and the majority of my work at least, but none of the presets or anything that I've made in life. Ooh, that was loud. None of my settings on anything did I back up, so I had to redo everything from the start, and I still haven't done most of it. I did Photoshop, I got my copy of Premiere, but none of my stuff is set up for work, so I haven't been able to do work all day. I've just been frustrated. But hey, I have my new SSD working. And I think everything is playing and working much better now. And I have a lot more memory, and I've been installing random ass games, trying them out. I tried a couple demos quick, because I think the Next Fest ended now, in like an hour. So I want to try a couple demos. One was good, one was bad. But everything seems working well. My Nikki was loading at the speed of sound. Horror games seem to be working and loading at the speed of sound, so everything seems daijoubu, and I am pleased. But now I'm excited to do Ace Attorney. I was like 50-50 on whether I was going to do Star Rail, because I kind of want to do more Splashy. I want to see Splashy more. Or whether I was going to do this, but I really want to finish this case at least. And I don't know how much more... So I'm on investigation. Yeah, I'm on investigation again, so I need to figure out who's the actual killer. And I actually have no idea who, if it's not the student guy. We shall see. Start playing from the save game? Yes! Please. The other thing I was terrified of was thankfully there's cloud saving. But I did not double check and back up save files on anything, on any games at all. So praise Steam and the cloud saving. Apollo, what a train wreck that was. I'm glad we've made it out of the trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Waki made it through the day, too. Unless other games don't... Yeah, well, a similar thing happened to my brother. See, he had to replace his SSD last summer, and he had to turn off cloud saving on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because that made the game not work, which is really funny. I don't think that's a bug they ever fixed. For some people, it just didn't work. So he had to turn that off, and then he replaced his Windows and SSD, and he lost his save file. And I have PTSD of that happening to me. Though I will never recover from losing all of my Nikki photos. Never. Never will I recover. I am distraught still. I loaded up Nikki, I went to take a couple photos, and I was like, I can't. What's the point? Life is not deja vu. I was gonna make them my desktop wallpaper. Everyone was too obsessed with the panties to bother with the real. Are we still talking about the panties? But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. Yeah, I guess. You should come by, Polly. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance too. How did anyone believe that this was a real thing? Hi, folks. I'll be here all week. And that's about enough of him. Hello? Oh, unless it's her. Cute girls commit crimes. Miss Talia. Talia? Nikki photos that I never look at one. It's like when Mama says that pic from 18 years ago on some old drive that hasn't plugged in for the same time as something she would look at. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. In fairness, that is true. But it was just nice to have them. I spent hours, years, months of my life taking these photos, but it's true. I don't think I ever opened up the screenshot file and looked at them. And I also have photos from like 5, 10, maybe even 10 years ago on my hard drive that I've never opened ever to look at. Apart from actually every now and again, I'm like, hey, remember my cat? And I look at pictures of him and I send it to my family like, yeah, that's my cat. So maybe I'm exactly like your mom. Alright, no problem. Do you think Wacky will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Congrats. We need to put the pressure on the guy. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Talk. Oh, tell me about his operation. Can I ask you a question about Wacky? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Merrick, with that name again. Apparently, yes. Yes, it sounded horrible. Wacky has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if it qualifies as fighting when pistols are about. No, it qualifies as fighting. You can fight with a pistol. You can just hit someone with it. You don't have to shoot it. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make that mistake. They do all the time. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Yes, those words. Hi, Creeper. Happy Monday. How you doing? Maybe it's time to pay the Merictus Clinic a visit. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster? I would never. If I was a gangster, I would never quit being a gangster. He's trying to transfer his assets to a normal company. He only announced it recently out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if this explains the apron. Some people just like foxes. I hit the mic, and because I haven't tested anything, I don't know whether you can hear that. 2 years and 21 hours! 2 years. That's obscene. 2 years, 3 months! That is also obscene. That's even more obscene. That's 3 months extra obscene. What's the 21 hours going along? He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at the age when boys want to make a mark on the world. Is that a thing that happens? That's not the way I would have put it. I know, bunversary. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kataki family has been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put they're gangsters making a killing, murdering people. Yeah. But Waki says it's not about their money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going on. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Hey Ace. Happy Monday. I hope you were doing well today. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Waki with all my heart. Is that why you murdered someone and blamed it on him, maybe, possibly? Oh, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? I wish I was married to the mob. I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Where did you and Waki first meet, anyway? Miss Tilia, Tiala. Tilia doesn't look like the type to have a gangster connections. No, she does. Look at that neck scarf. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're the only one making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright, I believe in you. Yeah, so is Bashi tomorrow? She's tomorrow, right? Like, is it like a banner change? No, it's not a banner change. Yagong stays for the whole time. I remember in the oldie time, maybe recently. But banners used to change like 4, 5 p.m. 4, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, that, whatever, UK time. And always on a Wednesday, so this is different. Yeah, it's just phase 2, yeah. So there's no like server ending and stuff. It's just, she's just gonna like, you could be on Star Rail and then she'll just throw up on the screen. Oh, Rapper's finally coming back? Oh, I can't pull her because I don't need her, but I want her. But I think she'd be useless for me. Completely useless. I'm excited to post Bashi though. Ooh, wait, where do I have to go? I need to go to the guys. It said go to the medical place. But maybe, let me go talk to Phoenix. Never mind. Let's not go talk to Phoenix. Absolutely denied. Let's go talk to the guy in here because I didn't actually get to talk to him proper. Yeah, it's a hard choice. It looks like Waki's out for questioning. Why is he always out for questioning? He really needs to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with the questioning, sir. The other... You mean the pansy snatcher? Wesley Stickler, so they arrested him too? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. He is a valuable witness. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. Ugh, he's really annoying looking. He's really annoying looking. I don't know if I want to look at him. Please keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. What are you busy with? You're in prison. Busy doing prison things? I need to finish this paper. It's you! Oh, does that work? Can you hear that? I hope so. Was it too loud? Was it too quiet? Because I didn't test anything. A bit loud? Okie dokie. It was good? Okay, I'll just try I'll lower it like 0 point something decibel. Because some of them much louder than that one. He's busy learning the similarities between prison and caps lock button. I haven't learned the differences between prison and a caps lock button. Hi, buddies. I hope you're doing well today. Happy Monday. May this future week be daijoubu. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. And look, that works again too. Everything works now, hopefully-ish. Oh my god, the problem I have with my headphones, right? So, I don't recommend these headphones. They're pretty old now. Don't get them. Of course I have them. I have the Razer Kraken Kitty Edition ear headphones. Unshockingly, I have cat ear headphones in pink. Because of course I do. I don't recommend them because the sound is absolute ass. The sound is awful. Because they're wireless. They automatically have the mic turned on as well as the actual mute sound coming out of the ear holes. And to reduce something, whatever, to make it work better, they have to lower the quality of the sound to be absolute shit buckets for the mic to work, and they have that automatically. You don't have to, rather than turning the mic on. So you have to like delete. Honestly, I can't really remember what I did, but I had to delete some things in Control X devices and force it to play the sound different in properties and many Reddit threads. And they're fine. Once you turn that off and disable the mic completely, the headset is completely fine. But it's an absolute pain in the balls to do that. An absolute pain in the balls. And I forgot I had to do it. And I remember when I got these headphones for Christmas a couple years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And then I connected them to my PC and I was like, they sound like ass. You hate wireless headphones, mice, keyboards? So I love wireless because I get tangled in wires. My keyboard is wireless, my mouse is wireless, and my headphones are wireless. My mic is not wireless. I don't know if that's an option. My mouse and keyboard are pretty good though. And I just have to put them on charge every few days, and that works out pretty nicely. And the headphones I have to put on charge every time I finish wearing them. Because I like to walk around my house with sound still playing in my ear holes. But that's why I was late today. Because pink cat ear headphones are trash. They're great. They look cute. One of my ears don't work anymore, and that's a shame. But they're still... they sound like ass. I think I might... whenever I decide to upgrade headphones, I think I'm gonna get Logitech ones. The ones to match my keyboard and mouse, because apparently I am but a simple person. New Zero Cycle does MLC? Whoa. Whoa. So, you're a panty snatcher. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night, I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. I am a pervert. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too. Oh, great Trucy, teach me. I must know the secrets of your panties. Oh my god, don't never say that to a 15-year-old. He is apparently where he belongs, prison. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice. Panty apprentice? I don't know, I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant. Apollo, no! Don't say that, Apollo. Oh, panties, exactly. Your speakers are USB and audio cable? Oh, my speakers are just the audio jack. And I think they sound fine, but I guess I don't have... You're a musician, so you have musician ears. I have... basic ears. I also hate... I hate whoop doop 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 doop. You know when you have speakers and it comes with a separate box and it makes everything bloop 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 bloop. and it makes the floor vibrate, or it makes your body vibrate. I hate that. So I picked the most basic speaker as possible. No whooping. Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court, the defendant was there in the park that night of this, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. And that's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" A gentleman's agreement. And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this was all true, really? My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything he'd want to do more than hide the panty snatching. True. It sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all. Oh, I wish it went so. Oh, was that it? Okay. Goodbye, panty thief. Yes, high bass. I don't like high bass. No whoop 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 whoop. If everything that Panty Snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Walkie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's got to be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. I'm not completely stuck yet. Kentucky Mansion. But I have no idea where we're going with this. Oh, it's the thumb! Hi, Madame Thumb. Yo, little plum, what's up? I think all this gangsteress is a negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... A man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. Yes, I found your underwear. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes. Sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about the bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. Ooh, talk to me about Alita. Walkie's fiancé. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose she's been staying over lately. Hi, Panda! Happy Monday! How are you doing? I hope everything is deja vu. Happy, March 2nd. In 5 days' time. It's March 2nd. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Oh, the thumb hates, the wife. Walkie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. You can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know... Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. You go on your phone and now running your graphics at... Your gadgets at max graphics? Hell yeah! But your wallet is crying hell no! The good and the bad. It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion. I kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. Doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Tell me about your son. Why is he awful? He's really everything you expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. The life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. Oh, don't look at me like that. You were was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yeah, we heard. They didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. Huh? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Does he want to shoot you? Her words do have a certain weight to them. Or does she mean that she knows him well because she's her mother? She's his mother. He and the boss can sort out their differences. Boss? You mean Waki's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? Ooh, father and son. You're slowly approaching 80 gig out of 120 storage occupied in your phone? You've been changing phone about a year or two at the rate it's getting filled up? Ooh, I mean... impressive to make phones last long. It's impressive to make phones last long these days. Before I got my Oppo phone, I had a Samsung S21, which I bought off eBay, brand new in box for like half the price that it was in the Samsung store. So we all know that that phone fell off the back of a van. I was very proud of it at the time, because I was like, you know what? I didn't do the bad deed. I just got a cheap phone because of it. Yeah, it literally is. But they were selling quite a lot of electronics, so I was like, maybe it's not. It was definitely the websites, their eBay store and websites closed down now. That was so dodgy. Yeah, only issues gacha games do seem to be getting very bigger these days. Ooh, 3 years. But my Samsung S21 only lasted about 2 years. I think it was 2. What's it? I got it. Maybe it lasted 3 years. I've had my Oppo for 2 years and it still works perfectly well. The battery life is like 97% health. But okay, this woman has to stop sweeping. My Samsung phone, as soon as I bought it, was dying. And then as soon as I bought my Oppo phone, it literally went goodbye and turned off and never turned back on again. Now I don't play any phones on my game though, because any games on my phone. Because I'm worried about it killing my phone. I don't want to buy another phone again. Phones are expensive. Phones are obscenely expensive. You wanna play phones on my game? I do. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Waki seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of street and do more up and up. I bet they sell phones. Waki isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? Hiya, Stan. Happy birthday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Girl, same. Clean money, that is. Oh, girl, same. I see. Something must be up. He'll see things the way boss sees them someday. Interesting. Anything new to look at here? An impressive gate befitting of the Kitaki mansion. Oh, look at the nameplate! Kitaki! That's so cool! Short and blunt like any good gangster. Oh, let's change our name! How about... Wah! How's that feel? Hello, hello! Happy Monday, how are you doing? Are you pulling Spashi tomorrow? Your phone at 4 years was still working, but the screen had a bunch of those vertical lines? No! Oh! No, so I changed all the settings. Well, because I had to redo my Discord with the new thing. I can turn my voice up, or I can turn the game down. Which do you think? Game down? Because I didn't do a singular test. After stream, I will do a proper test. Next week when I stream Genshin, you have to do the event because it's literally developed for your taste? Really? I was thinking of doing some Genshin probably in Discord this week because I want to play some. My brother keeps bugging me, asking me, if I've done story, have you done story yet? Tell me when you've done story, have you done any story? And I'm getting annoyed. You gotta lose your soul in League of Legends? My condolences. My condolences. Losing your soul in League of Legends? What are the buttons to move? Oh, B and M. That lady is still trying to climb this fence. Hello, sir. The park crime scene is off limits to the public. The police officer on the guard by the gate is yawning. And he noticed me staring and slapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw you. In this trash can, this is where we found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom? Yeah! Look at the paint on this. That means these must have ended up here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up. Oh, now I can pick up the slippers and the car mirror thingy. Can I pick up that woman's leak? Looks like that old lady's outlet again. Look, I told you yesterday, the park's off limits. And I told you yesterday, this is how I go home. Hey, you want me to go around? How about giving me $5 like yesterday? Did please give her $5 to make her walk away? Apparently this park was the gift... Oh yeah, this is all the same. Wait, a very annoying part of me is tempted to write "we kill" on the left of the sign. Apollo, please! Let me just look at those slippers. Ooh. Okay, whoever's wearing it wore them only has one foot. Because the other... But wait, then they weren't wearing the other one. Whoever was wearing them was only wearing one sock. Would that happen if you don't wear socks? Oh yeah, zoom in. I wonder, could this be a print? Why would they have a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo. I bet we can analyze it just like a regular print. Imagine asking someone, oh yeah. Excuse me, I need to take a toe print. Not a pervert. Promise. Okay, blow. Ow. 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 Is that not enough? Do I need the other one? Maybe I need more up here. Ow. There we go. Gold City to prop up on level, her weight size didn't show up for measurements. You wouldn't need to do that. You would deduce who the person is just based on the stank of the slipper. Exactly. Wow, I feel like this case is solved already. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait, the detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her? Get some expert advice? I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert. She does qualify as an expert. Why are you so rude? But I also need to look at... The bottom is covered with paint. What's this weird shape here? It's a leaf. Mm-hmm. slippers? Thank you. I found them in a bin. Your DPS were dead. Good luck fighting that, boss. So the outline was left when the leaf was removed? I got pain on my hands. What? I suddenly tried to wipe your hand on my cape. Oh yeah, that's the type of person I am too. Back. Back. Where is the woman? She's not here. Okay. Hello, would you like to see these slippers? Are these slippers from your rank feet? Sorry, kid. I got no idea what you're talking about. Those slippers are not from her rank feet. I guess I'll go here. Oh, nice.
Hey, girly, hold still.
Was that a little bit quiet? That sounded a little bit quiet to my ear holes. But I also have the volume set to like 20. I don't like loud noises. They scare me. House. What's wrong? So you found my stand, and that's why I'm here to thank you. But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. It's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. Ah, I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Juicy Doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell ya. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Mercatus? I tell ya, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. Hello sir, are these your stanky slippers? Nope, they are not. Tell me about your noodle stand. Ooh, congrats! I'm gonna drink some of my very cold Coca-Cola, because apparently I hate myself. I want to be colder. Busy. In a bad way. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand. It's a history, I tell you. That's what you say all might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trucy Doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. What if he was the murderer? Because he hated that guy. Until my friend next door bought it. Yeah! In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. And he pretended to not know where his noodle stand was. What exactly did you do before you became a chef? Blah, let old noodles lie. That's what I say. He was a gangster. I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that. Mr. Aldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Emeritus Clinic? Eh? I couldn't help but sense an enmity there, you don't say. When life gives you noodles, eat them. Hated him. Acting acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob! You mean the Kitaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Merrick just saw a chance to put some business. So he started giving the Kitaki family a good deal. A deal? Every 5th operation for free. Yeah, that's how that works. Hey, Lily! Happy Monday! I hope you are daijoubu today. He stole the idea from my pops. 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Man, 1 free bowl of noodles a week? You know, today I went out to buy some soup and do some chores. And I was on the way home, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll go to a cafe. Treat myself to some, like, nice lunch. It was £15 for French toast. I did not get French toast. I came home and cooked it. Well, cooked is a strong word for what I did. But I made some eggs on toast. 15 pounds. So noodles in this climate would also be like 15 to like 20 pounds. So 1 free of those a day? Excellent. I would go there too. Oh no, that was illegal, but it got him good with the family. Pretty soon, he was getting all the business in town. Leaving me here in the dark, up to my neck in soupy noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Aldoon's former occupation. Hadn't had to ask Apollo. Mr. Aldoon, or should I say, Dr. Aldoon? I didn't get that. I didn't get that he was a doctor at all. Figured it out, did ya? Thank God Apollo did. And that's why I was a doctor. A surgeon until the year before last. So, Mr. Merictus was your rival? But was this his doctor's surgery? Because it doesn't look very sanitary. You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. You take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions, hate them. Just like my Masha. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of good taste and spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion boy, that's what I call him. Only doctors would be insane enough to do this. What, have noodle hair? Is that hair or noodles? It's a combination of both. When the patient woke up, his skeleton was missing, and the doctor was never heard from again. That's how I lost my medical license. Insane. So you weren't exactly friends. Were they rivals? From what if it could have been from enemies to lovers? I'm just saying. He embraced the noodle life so hard his hair became to make good noodles, you must become a noodle. Your hair must turn into noodle. And if you grow up really fast, then you can snip it off and put it in the food. You know, like those Play-Dohs. The Play-Doh. The toys. Where you put the Play-Doh in and then you slam it down and then it comes out like hair. This is how he makes noodles. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. And no matter what I did, sure enough, we'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past us without so much as a neat howdy. I see. That's right, I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Then that no good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, it looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. I was forced to trade my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with that old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By the way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. You're investigating Merictus, aren't you? Yes? Well, you want to know a doctor? You ask a doctor, that's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll. Trucy doll. Right, thanks, Mr. Aldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Maybe he's not the criminal. If you are a noodle, that means people will... I don't know how he did that. It's all aliens that wrote all of the above. I see, yes. Nice going. Welcome in on the 15th stream streak. Ignore what the alien said. Oh wait, how do I... Yeah. Can I go in? The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait, my hairdo is a bit flat. There, perfect. Yeah, that's important right now. Well, we've gotta go check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Sumimasen? Hey, it's you two from yesterday. It's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But... What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or be it... Oh, the slippers. Wait, can I... Huh? That's annoying. There wasn't even an option for me to go, look, slippers! Last place. I was hoping to meet with my clients. Walker Kitaki's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great! Finally. Yo, sup, my little imposter? What did you call me? Gazam! It's you? Sorry, G. Thought you were Alita. Imposter? Is that like an endearing nickname? Is that what you call your fiancé? Hello, imposter. Sus? My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a clink thang. You wouldn't get it. What's a clink thang? Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like, poster girl, eh? You saw Orange at the body? He was just standing there? Ugh. God damn it, Orange. It's always Orange. Oh, is it clink a slang for prison? Hey. Oh yeah, muted at the speed of sound. I sneezed. If you're going to drop part of that, why not just drop poster and just call her girl? I think that's worse. Because she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel. A fallen angel. So what can I do for you? She's a criminal, that's who she is. Worried about your, heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing. Yeah. I'm relieved to hear. Yep. What's a relief? That you're not dying and stuff. Or that you are dying. Or maybe you are dying. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? No. I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get Alita for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? What if Alita isn't Alita and he has her pretending to be his wife, fiance, girlfriend. Lawyer, not gopher. Tell me about your imposter fiance. So I hear you'll be married next to us. Straight up, we poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop. I don't know. Alita, oh, Snapple Cake, she's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Talia, but she was very, vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I best hold my tongue, you feel me? Huh? Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. And my Alita, she's down with all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. That's an interesting term. I know people say mum's the word. I don't really know why. Are mums secretive? Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and pal Marictus? There's something you should know. Me and Kitakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivali's family. About 6 months back, I got into their turf, hacking a knife, right? And you were shot? Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies went too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family, you know? So you were taken on their Marictus clinic. You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know? I'd hate to have been that doctor's shoes. That's why you have to have, like, 10 children. You know, just in case, yo, if you're a gangster, if you're like, yo, it's kind of like the king, right? The royal family, you have to have an heir and a spare. I agree. Huh? You have to have an heir and a spare. You know, it's what, the good doctor told my mother when she was like, I don't want any more children because I've had 1,500. And the doctor was like, but what if one dies? You know, because Ireland is apparently in the 1700s. And, you know, they were like, well, if, yo, you need one to replace the other one. Approximately 1,500, give or take 1. Insert Yakuza background, but badly played on the flute. I could do that. It's a combination of rabbit and Irish. My mother is like one of 5 billion. But then we had a family friend. She's like an auntie, but she wasn't an auntie. She was one of 15. One of 15 children. Yes, rubbish. Wait. Yeah, rubbish. Still, oh yeah, bullets in his heart, still threatening his life. How rabbit girls haven't taken over the earth? They have. We're on the ground. Most of us live on the ground. And that doctor, he did it on purpose. The family paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. Life in a family is a G thing. It's all about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Girl saying, isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. I disagree. Better to live fast and die young, for sure. They don't know what to do, so they just kind of bop-de-bop-de-bop and wop-bop-bop-bop. It's true. And eat fruit. And cake. Wait till I run the yard and everyone will know what time it is. It's Wacky O'Clock. That's right, OG, time all the way. Represent. Clearly, I'm not down with the gangster. Apollo, why does it keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Juicy. What does it mean? Sue, would you like to see some slippers? Yeah, whatever. Alita, man. Alita. How about this gun? The pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I stuck them out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was... I guess it was me. I was there after all. Yo, Walkie, do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. The night of the murder. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. Why are you so annoying? That is... Did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Huh? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet in my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Hi, dudes! Happy Monday! I fixed my PC so I can play up maybe sometime next weekend. Everything is working again. And it's wonderful. How are you doing? Murder! Exactly. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Sure, you're more whack than I am. I'm not saying something. But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next to all too well. Oh! You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying. Okay. Okay. So wait. It's still up in the air on whether it was Stickler. It just doesn't make sense to be Stickler because he doesn't have a reason to murder. Meritus is the dead one, so I don't think it was him. Unless it's Danganronpa. Peace. Whatever. I don't think it's Waki because we're defending him, and that's not how these games normally work. We haven't seen much on him. Maybe one of the parents. I think it could be Alita, because Alita is a little bit suspicious. I actually don't think it's Eldoon anymore. Did I? Did I have a guilty defendant in 2-4? Who was 2-4? It could be a parent, is all I'm saying. It could be a parent. Because you'd be angry at the man who left, like, you know, left a bullet. But they haven't been too interesting. Alita is the most suspicious. Parents are second, then Elden. Mary, the actor who hired a killer to whistle. Oh, yes, that is the one with the mind kidnapping. That was a good case. Panty Thief should go into prison. Yeah, Panty Thief should stay in prison because he needs to understand that the things he's saying and doing is not acceptable. Is the detective back? Yes. And look at that crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse at the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? It's me. Hi, Zama. Hello, hello. I think I just heard him say, oh my god, it's him. Wait, that motorcycle. If it isn't her forehead. Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh, woe be me. Women flock to me because I am so average looking. Thus the screams. New album just came out, you know. Try waving to them. They love it. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, he's pretty cute. He's pretty cool. They're so excited it doesn't matter who it, but personality-wise, he's ass. You don't call someone forehead. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. I clogged the exhaust. Are there panties in the exhaust pipe? Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe it could break just from that. It's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars and motorbikes, they're all the same. Plug the exhaust and they won't run. Okay. He's a big motorbike fan if he's accidentally using the wrong oil. Ah, machines. Tell me you share my angst, her forehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. Of course he rides a bicycle. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case. The detective, you mean? The one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's a foul mood too. Be gentle. Of leadership. Yes. Oh my god, there he goes! In Nichijou, there's a guy who acts like a nobleman but he'll arrive to school on a goat. Sounds like a nobleman to me. Goats are expensive in this economy. Close? I feel like I wasn't too far. I know the word. I have the word in my brain. I just don't know whether I can get it out. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Heck yeah, detective woman. What's her name? Sky? Something about this scene look different to you? The leaf? Yes, there's a leaf on the floor. It's behind me. The blue tops are gone. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white flocked detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there. If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, detective, welcome. Welcome. Hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. I just got a new kit and I can't get the stuff to work. Everyone's all smiles for that glimmerless fop. I agree, he's a glimmerless fop. More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? When he walks his shiny chains, catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes, it's distracting. Speaking of distracting, I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensic technique. Do you mind me asking more exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? You're snacking on bread? Delicious. I bought a fresh loaf today. It's like a half loaf. So I cannot eat an entire loaf. No, you want to know, do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? Hey, fresh loafer panda. What is it? I see a roller and glue. And this is a footprint analysis kit. Okay, I feel like we could just put the slipper in the footprint and it will fit perfectly. I don't think we need a rolling thing. Right, the ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wants to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for example? Want to try this stuff out? Yeah, okay. Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of opposing teams and all. Yeah, but it's classic for us to get along with the detective person, right? Oh, you're my friends. And to tell you the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Oh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. I'd like to introduce you to my creator. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Yes. Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. Ahem, one moment. She's reading the instructions for her kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? Exactly, choosy. First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print we want to analyze. It's true. I'm 2D. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Which shoe print should we start with? I want to start with the red one, because I'm guessing that's one slipper. Shoe prints, prepare to be examined. Oh, this is so exciting. Is it? Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's fun. Fun? Pull. Just press space where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. It doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in the beaker before you're done, you have to start over. That's not how that works. I don't think I did a good job. On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press space to plaster it with a hairdryer. There, give it a shot. What an annoying sound. Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yep, that's a shoe print, alright. No, I am also not a fan of the noise. Ooh, actually. Yes. There we go. That'll be nicer. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now with space and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink on there for a good print. That was not enough ink. Right, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. And let's see if we got a match. Who are we doing? Not... Rocky? Yeah, okay, yeah, it's Rocky. Comparing. Rocky only has one shoe, by the way. Match found. And everyone has different shoes in this world. No one has the same shoes. Nope, sorry. He was in the park on the night of the crime. What? I can almost see the signs at work. Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here, solving the case with science. Can I do some more? Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Why not? Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. I guess I don't really need to do this one. Because that's just obviously Wesley, right? Okay. Nice. Alright. Cover your ear holes. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that part's good. Next, the ink. Oh, wait, I see what I'm doing wrong. Right now, the moment you've been waiting for, let's take our print. So this is going to be the slippers, for sure. I am in your headphones and covering may not have helped. Yeah, that's the slipper. That's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? Ah. I can say this without even looking at this print doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. Ah, the slippers. And that's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there's a way of finding out, of course. There is. All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. So if the prints match, you know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? I don't think so. I only have one shoe, right? Oh well, it was too much hope for, I suppose. Let me know if you find something. Do I have another shoe? No, I don't have another shoe. I feel like a toe print sample might be the hardest sample to get. And this print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It's a shoe print of some kind though, that's for certain. Still, you have to wonder what's doing here. It's right next to Eldon's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey, you... Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print? This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. I'm pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have a culprit right here. Monsieur Slipper! Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? Well, look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... See, right here. Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. What if it's a leaf stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Merictus Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the clinic? Oh, yeah! The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove that they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes. Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, detective. Here, show them this to the police on duty. Detective Sky's orders adds the court record. Allow access to this magician and attorney. In Prosecutor Gavin's name. Okay, let's go. To the clinic! Eldon's house first. You two again. Then, oh, when will you learn? Look at me however you want. You're not getting in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I was you. Look what we have. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today is Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Unless we go inside and there's a whole new ass person in here. Okay, it was Alita. Kind of at home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder at the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived, it looks like the police teams have gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Okay, I don't even... Okay, 1, there's bowls. 2, there's a piranha. That's suspicious. 3, these shoes are obviously Alita's. Because I highly doubt they are Plum's. They could be, but I don't think so. Why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Emeritus. You'd think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance. And if this patient or visitor isn't still here, why'd they leave without their shoes? Now we're the feet perverts. Oh, I better take these shoes just in case. Details. Yep, time to get a toe print. Does she only have 1 foot? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Does she only have 1 toe? Hey, Apollo, you think this could be a toe print? Maybe we can get a print of this. Let's try it out. Toes. That person needs to wash their feet? No, they need to wash one of their feet. Clearly the other one's very clean. Oh. Wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such thing as a list of toe prints? Good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means we can't match this print. Seems like a good time to ask Detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. Well, I haven't finished yet. Examinations. Can I go to the examinations? In the clinic reception desk, no one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Look, this door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby. Like those little bike locks, don't even bother putting them on a wheel when I'm around. It's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about, you little thief. Apollo, that sound! It came from behind this door. Someone's in there. Let's check it out. What's in those jars? Are they wings? No. Yes. A break-in, they left through that window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Oh! No, I feel like the... Interesting. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. Well, one thing's for certain. In this clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. Alright, open the safe. Yes. Wait, do you? That burglar just said was trying to open it. I wonder what's inside the safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? We know the first 7, 9. Maybe there's something in the court record, something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers? Yes. Ooh. We can use the fingerprint powder. No? Oh, percent.
Take that!
Take that! When you press the buttons, you have to touch them. With your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any buttons but the right ones, right? Joke's on you! I always get the safe wrong for the first 3 times. If we can find the buttons with fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Nice and covered. How? Oh, 5-2. 2-5? 5-2. 2-5? 5-2. These are glove marks. The burglar must have wearing gloves. We might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. 5-2. Born to crack safes. It opened. Is that a bullet? This looks like a bullet hole. Nice statue. It is a nice statue. You could still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of a safe? Hey, the bullet came out. Your tip is all squished. Not surprised given it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. No clues here. Well, apparently the statue has no clues. This looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it. An x-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. He's enough to eat. Look, by patient it says Waki Ataki. So this is Waki, our client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in this safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Palmeritis. Look here, where is this who filled in the chart? Yeah. 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 Okay, so I'm really tired because I started reading a new manhwa. And it's been a while since I found a good one. And it is so good. It's not, there's a really good relationship between the female lead and another main female character in it. And it's not Yuri bait, it's just like good, wholesome friendship. And I feel like the male lead is kind of like a side character at this point. But I love it so much and it's been so good. And I woke up at 5 AM and I was like, time to read it. Let me open my phone. I was gonna message you because I thought you'd enjoy it. The villainous empress's attendant. I think oh yeah, it ended like last year, and I'm shocked I hadn't heard of it beforehand because I'm always looking, and the art is really, really good. It's a good one. It's a good one. I have 50 chapters left, and I want to read them all at one go, but I won't. That's 1-2 Ita from many Apollo Lolo. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic. Odd that they neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. Solita Tiala worked at the Merrick's clinic. And she had access to Waki Kitaki's medical chart. Oh, do you think that's why he called her imposter? Because she snuck in as a fake... Oh, maybe she didn't shoot. Maybe she was on his side. I don't know. Yeah, Yeah, it's very pretty, right? The artwork is very pretty. Who could help us decipher this? Found in Max. Who could help us decipher this? Who could help us decipher this? Yeah, me too. I took like a solid 4 or 5 month break there from reading comics or anything. I think I got a little bit tired because I was still got to find anything really good. Maybe even longer. I don't think I've read anything proper since like last October. And then I reread something I really liked recently. And that made me want to start reading it. Yeah, you should read it and let me know what you think. Details. Oh, I can't even... Bullet lodged near heart. I can't move down or anything. Can I not... I bet there's money in here. No clues. Damn. Where's this lamp on the floor? Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Ooh, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burnt out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. Why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the cord. There's a red splotch on the part of the cord, is there? You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. I know what it is. Wait, I need to look at it. Oh my god, am I a genius? Okay, I don't know what it is. Wait. I do know what it is. But it's not what I thought initially. It's something else. Lipstick. I can tell you what website I could DM you what website I found to read this on. Because you're right, it's really hard to read stuff right now. No clues here. What do you mean no clues here? What do you mean no clues here? Game's holding out on me. Miss Potter's pants have seen better days. That doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar. And maybe they were looking for a key to the safe? I've heard of people putting their house keys on the plants, but the key to a safe? And then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. Books and papers are scattered around the room. What a mess! Worse than Daddy's room. Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of the cup. It's dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. Wait, I could never. I could never. No clues here. Okay, where do I need to go? I need to go to... Oh, I need to go ask if Miss Detective has, a toe print album. Because who casually doesn't have a toe print album? I know a face. It's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, she'll have us analyzing face prints. And let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Oh wait, no, I don't need to do this. No. I think we know. Giving up already? Suit yourself. If you want to take another swing on it, just let me know. Hello, would you like to look at this shoe? These sandals. Well, that's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. There's a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print of another shoe, for instance. and now I have that. Yep. Got one right here. Really? Detective Sky, can you compare the sample with this other print?
Take that!
Take that! This pair of slippers, toe print and all. Oh, the print is on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Yeah, that girl was dirty. No, of course, hang on. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who what these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. What now? Any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Evidence keeps flying out of nowhere. Ta-da! That's all. Neat, huh? Real neat. What did she do? Thanks for not helping. Phoenix, come get your sassy child. No? No. Salvage do the things Zenless did and give us tickets we can use to fill up completion tasks for all the game modes. I agree. Well, the time of decision is upon us. Which one of our two jailbirds do we want to talk to? Both Tatinis are currently in questioning to corroborate their accounts. Mr. Stickler and Mr. Walkie, both of them? I pity the questioner. I guess we'll be back then. Oh, sugar nuggets. Hey, Pretzel. Hello, hello. Sugar nuggets. Alright, maybe I need to talk to Thingy Bob again. Hello. I was wondering about this. And that's vital evidence there. You can't show her that. Must I tell you before, if you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. I mean, I guess I'll do these options. You know Mr. White, correct? How do you know my daddy? Oh, this is probably gonna get Phoenix to appear in the world. He helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now? I still think she has to have known Francisca. Because we all know that there's only one country in Europe. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensic team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glimmerous types always rub me the wrong way. A prosecutor should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Less glimmerous and more simmerous, you know? No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. White of his attorney's badge. Low drop. Was cut in half. Ooh, that's painful. He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but let's see what she has to say. Ah. Oh. Okay, now we'll go talk to Phoenix. That's on me for not doing every chatting option. Hey, Daddy. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. Where have you been? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. White, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please? I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. Bum, bum, bum. You just had the bunny butt and your W engine is endless. Sorry about that. Sometimes you just gotta stick your butt out to cool down. You know, when you're really hot and you can't stick your legs out because then a demon will grab your leg from under the bed. So you stick your butt out. 7 years ago, I was standing in the courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involves the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. Who is a magnificent genius? Yeah, that's also true. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 years old. Child labor laws. He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. No, but child labor laws. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's dramatic. How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying in the news? Forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. How does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? Francisco started at 13? Man, child labor laws, Europe, please. What about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice in State's trial there was a single piece of... Yeah, the forged evidence. Yeah, I remember this. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. What's Apollo's height? What's Apollo's height? Looks like he doesn't want to talk at the accusations of forgery for now. Oh. Alright, well. He's 1.5 me tall. Oh, bless his soul. Yeah, they're back. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back. And Daddy's? Oh, you again. Anyone that calls themselves Daddy to their partner? Oh, absolutely insane. They're insane. What are you saying? Are you saying you wish your partner was your birth child? You little weirdo? Do you always have to announce your entrance like that? Man, my old man, Man. Now I'm gonna oh, wait. Was he talking about his actual dad? Does he call his actual dad Daddy? One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed, clearly. How old is he? You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Hello, tell me about your... Oh, can I not present his girl? His girl? Tell me about this. What's this? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Rocky. It's yours. Hey, look. I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look here. In particular, where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala. You lawyers do your homework. So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So, could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine. I'll tell you how you met. Rocky, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them. Yeah. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Mad. So cute, man. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Okay, I don't know if it's her. Now I'm kind of leaning that they met at the clinic and she was mad. That the doctor had left oh, maybe it was her. And she was mad that he left a bullet in his chest, so she went to him and shot him? Question mark? I don't know why she would have shot him still. I still think I could be daddy. Half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure, but they came in and got me. Pulled me off the docks. That's where I met her. My fallen angel. You mean Alita? She was scared of me at the first. Turns out. But you know what they say? The bad guy always gets the ladies. That's not what they say. That might be the opposite of what they say. Right, she was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give her some thought. She said it real quiet like, on the down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So, that was the proposal? You know it, an oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye! Yeah? Didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said. Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? Didn't you learn about the bullet at that checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cap pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets the idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. I was hoping Eldoon would be here. To give him the chart. Okay, I'll go finish talking to what's his face, Pooh Head. Hey, tell me about your dad. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mall. Over my dead body. I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, just let him. Leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, and that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of Dikitaki family. Oh man. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail for my sake. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, surely? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I did. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He's so stupid. Phoenix, can you tell me about... Oh, he's gone. Okay, so we're done with Phoenix. Man, he doesn't stay long, does he? Yeah. Mr. Eldoon, can you tell me... What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldoon. Hey, look at this. Also, let me show him the lamp. Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why this sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. The chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. What does ABD stand for? And... blabbering dipshit. ABD? Oh, all but dead. Well, shit. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. What the? He's done all time for serious mode? His hair is not actually noodles? Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. What do you mean he's not got... What do you mean his noodles isn't his real hair? Noodles wears a wig? Oh my god, what a fake person. What a faker. Well, according to this chart, this Waki Kitaki's fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up in his side... right upside his heart. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck there. Why would it still be in there after the operation? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. And that bullet's snug as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 meters to either side and there'd be some serious bleeding going on there. Not something your average doc be eager to put in with. You mean... It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It would take a magician? Trucy's a magician? Oh, sugar, she can make me disappear. Course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year, tops. Rocky's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be in an operating table. Great, just great. How could Dr. Maxis do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation? He's got the kid's chest open on the table? Then he finds that bullet? That despair right there, Trucy doll? Cold despair. About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. Can you take your stupid hat off? Actually, no, leave it on. The hat stays on. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. The Kitakis, you bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and walks back on the street, living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Emeritus. He's got enough ties to them, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Waki to die. And there's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll, waiting, hungry. Compared to it, these gang turf wars are like kids' games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldon? You could operate on Waki, couldn't you? I wish. I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Waki? He's real lucky to be alive. There's one problem. In this chart, look at the nurses section. Yeah, I know. She knows he only has half a year to live. That's why she wants to marry him. And then she'd get all the money. A little devil. She knew about Waki's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. She knew her patient was in serious danger. Exactly. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita? That's why she didn't want him in prison either. Because she wants to be able to marry him. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so it was Alita. It was definitely Alita. I'm confident. Yeah, the way he takes off the ramen hat, it's like he's time to lock in. And this is it, the big day. Did you get any sleep? No, I never get sleep. Oh, what time did you wake up? 3 a.m. That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me. He's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. Hey, Phoenix. Mr. White. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Buddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? Sherman tank? That's too bad, you know. Speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. Is Ezra's coming back? It's barely morning and you're already out at Trucy? Okay, see, this is why I don't buy that father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. White, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiancée. She's going to be a witness? Well, that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry, I've got my panties back. If we can't find the killer, I'll pull one out of there. She keeps killers in her panties. Isn't that a movie? The court is now in session for the trial of Waki Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up and it's a sold-out house. And very well, to recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, guilty of panty snatching, we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. I probably should have did the other shooters. Ava, happy Monday to you too. You too? Yeah. Happy Monday. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. Correct her, Judge, and today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside. On the outside? The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act, our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed. His betrothed? His fiancée, her judge, his partner for life, with no chance for parole. Very well, you may show the, lucky lady to the stand. Your name and occupation, miss? Alita Tiala. My occupation is future wife. Ah, triad values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. Okay, I would love to meet the judge's wife. You're here today as a witness for the prosecution? To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth. Honesty, another admirable trait. Miss, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant Waki Kitaki confessed his plans? His plans for murder? Yes. The witness will please give her testimony to the court. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Merictus had lied, he flew into rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. What a hussy. What a gold... What's it called? Gold digging hussy. Yes, with regards to this, an investigation is under at the Kitaki Mansion. No charges of the possession of illegal firearms. Oh, on charges. Yeah, that makes sense. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it? Fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes. This has been proven. How can you prove something like that? Well, a band bigger. Wait. Rifling marks? Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires. How about a person's toe print left on every shoe it wears? And when did you first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. You know, it's definitely her. It seems to be a common trope of Ace Attorney games, where the very pretty girl is actually secretly, evilly a tyrant. There's always like a pretty girl, and she's like, oh, whatever. And then it turns out she's the murderer. You know? I think it's happened like twice, which isn't many times, but it is a quinky dink. Oh, my bracelet's glowing at the top. Okay, I need to look for a lie. True, that's a detective trope, not an AA trope. Yeah. Can't be pretty without being a murderer. It's true. Hand on heart. Hand on chest. Fist clenched. I already know what happened that night. I just don't see how any but Waki could have done it. I do.
Hold it!
How can you say that for certain? How?
Objection!
Why is he always hitting the wall? Her forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. Think of Celestia Ludenberg from Danganronpa 2, or the nurse from Danganronpa 1, and then the nurse from Danganronpa 2. Very good points. Yeah, okay, yeah. It was the defendant, Waki, was it? Who took the pistol from his home? We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah? Yeah! That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point? Because someone else have used a pistol? Yes. Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol. Oh my god, thank you so much, Presto. 4 line? 4 line? Is that right? 4 line? Sometimes it's fun in reverse direction, like with Spy Family's Yo. Yes! Man, I haven't watched the newest season of Spy Family. I absolutely need to, because it's one of my favorite series ever. I'm dressed up darling. Very different. But still great. Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was. Alita Muktiala. I was gonna say a mean name, but I kept it in my throat.
Take that!
Well, of course. I mean you, Miss Tiala. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court you heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning.
Objection!
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé? And killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? Oh, look, she's wearing the blue shoes. She has multiple pairs of the same shoe. It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and supporting your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder. I'd hope you do more than hesitate. But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé. That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? Did Clavia not do any research? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe. I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim.
Take that!
That looks like a medical chart. Found inside a safe at the Emeritus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart. Miss Tiala, why is your name on this chart? Oh yeah, she's sweating now. Care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Our warm little fiancé just froze over. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. And that's all there is. Problem with that? Miss Tiala, you testified that you had no connection to the victim. And I don't. Now? Now? I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right? That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love past. Oh? So connection now doesn't fly in court of law. Doesn't fly? She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kitakis. You left your job at the Emeritus Clinic too. But you remain connected somehow. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the clinic. The shoes!
Take that!
These sandals were found in the Emeritus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Feet! When you're unsure, always sniff the feet. Look at the feet. Who knows? I'm sure there's lots of people with those sandals. So sorry, Fräulein, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you. What's with you? I thought you were on my side. Perhaps you were unaware that toes leave toe prints? A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow. This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about you. Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic. which means you were there on the day of the murder. Well, there's a little point in denying it. Very well, the witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the clinic that day? Yeah, you hussy. I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him after all. I knew Rocky had the pistol. The doctor always was timid man. Too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. But you said you had no connection. The mistake we heard about from the defendant? That botched operation? He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know? That does make sense. Why did she kiss the lamp cord? That doesn't explain why she took off her shoes? Her feeties hurt? Because they're very tall shoes? I can relate. There is still one thing which does not. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them. No, I might have swapped his slippers, but I would have carried them home. I would have worn those sandals home too. That's a great image. So why were the sandals left behind? Oh, I guess she was in a rush? So she was wearing the slippers, but she was in a rush, so she just ran out? There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there, which you wore home by mistake? Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. Mr. Gavin, you little shit. Thank you for the 15 months! Thank you, Minful. I hope you're doing well today. This theory is very good. You should definitely get it. You just got home at 7 p.m? I hope you've eaten. Oh, it's nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation. Yeah, forehead? Yeah, forehead. He's filling the holes in her testimony. The defense may begin the cross-examination. I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. Yeah. He went to one after I knew him, but the doctor always was a timid man just to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. Wants to tell him to be careful? No. Oh, wait. Oh, she went there to steal the thingy, Bobby. Ooh, delicious though. Present.
Objection!
This one? This chart was found inside. Yeah, it was this one. It's dead. Oh, yeah. This chart was found inside the safe in the doctor's office. Yes? Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? Dr. Meritus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. And that's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Oh my god, what a little shit. What a little shit. Bad, her doctor. And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. And the nurse who filled this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation. Interesting. You're in the same position as Dr. Meritus. Kind of makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents. This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly. No, this is the second case. The first case was very doable in one stream. I'm guessing I'm going to be finishing up the second case in the next hour, depending how much this woman talks to me. Oh. Oh. There's quite a lot of different mechanics in Apollo Justice, which is very interesting. It's kind of quality of life-ish. I think Phoenix Wright had... I mean, I'm on the first case. But so far, Phoenix Wright had a little bit more in the investigation area with the magnet hammer. You know, figuring stuff out. But this seems to have a teeny tiny bit more in the trial. Depending how much more we use this bracelet. Basically, the bracelet is Mag Tama 2.0, but it's slightly different. We can just, rather than having to break through someone's heart, you can sense when someone's lying. We also don't know where Apollo pulled that bracelet from. Isn't she cute? I won't say who she is. Unless you wanted to know. But it's a nice surprise. You see, they still let children to assist with defending clients? I mean, yeah. Child labor went out the window ages ago. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. But I can't see anything, Apollo. And then what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe? Yes, that has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine. Huh? I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Shusi. I don't have some kind of special power. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. We don't know what her nervous habit is. You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo. Open your eyes really wide. Then it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow touching it helps me focus. I have to keep my eyes that were open. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. Okay. Where would I go to clinic for a half-year-old chart? Do I press it now because it's yellow? It's no difference. I'll just do each one. I did go to the clinic that day. Nothing's wiggling. Oh! Oh, it's gonna be something to do with her ring, eh? Oh, did it move then? Did I just miss that? No. No, you can't do anything with your ring there. Oh!
Gotcha!
Oh! Oh! Yeah, you tramp. I mean... Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala, you have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your ring thumb to fiddle with your... You know, I do the same thing. I always fiddle with my rings. Because I wear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wear 8 rings. Whoa. I wear 8 rings. So I always twiddle with them. But I think I just twiddle with them out of habit. She was unsure. I saw it. Now that's the keyword. Now that's the keyword. Yeah. They're like little bead rings that I make, so they're not very big rings. They're small rings. The chart wasn't part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. This is ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. I've got on the ropes now. I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow, literally. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. Because of the chart? Oh. Oh, because of this. Because we found out about the bullet there. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitekis are trying to get out of the boat business. The health checkup is this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this? Nothing? Why should I think anything? I'm just a girl. Because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you? Where did the feathers come from? Oh, she's an angel, yeah. What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? Shut up, Clavier. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. Okay, rather than her, I'm gonna say Mister, because I'm thinking it means like Mister. So the lady was lying, it seems. That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Merictus clinic, but her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. You ate spaghetti with beef and spicy sauce? Delicious. I had leftover rice with some weird mushroom thing and some gyoza, but one of them was shaped like a, well, not really gyoza, just dim sum. One of them was shaped like a panda and had custard inside. I ate a panda alive and I'd do it again. There's a police car in Plan Arcadia that blasts Robert's music. Safe to say that's you in the car? It's also me in the car. Can you have rice so you could shower in it? Why are you showering rice? What's a... Oh, okay. The horse, yes. Yeah. If the Kitekis got hold of this child with her name, she'd be finished. She'd be finished, isn't that right, Miss Tiala? You guessed it. Order in the court. I did it. I broke her testimony. Amazing, Apollo. Daddy was right about you. Wait. Miss Tiala, it's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Waki and went home. It appears that his cross-examination is far from over. What? She hid the truth from us. This is clear. Yet, it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand. If your oven... You should catch that. Why is your oven on fire? What kind of treat did you see while eating? Very well. This witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination. Girl, I was so close. You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Nothing happened at all. I warned them and left. Yeah, there's no way she did that. Okay, let me just... I don't want to present.
Hold it!
A throne order of 2,500? The order was natural water-based lubricant. No, that's too much. That's silly. Oh, hey, did you know Amazon are making their wish list stupid? So if you have an Amazon wish list, now you're gonna be able to see. So if you buy, if someone uses Amazon wishlist rather than phone, and you purchase something off it, you can now purchase like marketplace sellers. So the marketplace seller will have your address, which means if you wanted to get, I'm not saying to do this, but if someone had an Amazon wishlist, you could make a marketplace store. Yeah, doxing basically. Yeah, doxing. And Amazon will like, we'll just pay for a PO box. Duh. Stupid. I have an Amazon wishlist that I send to my family every birthday and or Christmas. And they know where I live, so that's okay. But still, doxing. How did Dr. Emeritus respond to the warning? Oh, he was quite surprised, panicky even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn that Kitaki was after them? Incidentally, this cult is not afraid of any mobsters. Why? We had a life-threatening situation just yesterday right here in this courtroom. Yeah, real impressive the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hatster. Yeah, you know where I live? In the borough, exactly. Which I carried you back to your chambers. Sounds like the judge had quite a fight. Nothing happened in Dr. Meritus's office that day. Wait, did they just say that Clavia carried the judge back to his chambers? Like Princess carried? Like Princess carried? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo. I know. I just don't want to know what happened. You know that Alita Tiala was in any way involved. Well, let's try putting some evidence up anyway. There's no way she went to that clinic just for warning. Do you know why she went, Apollo? I didn't really get anything out of that. Yeah. How do we see? Can I show off the lamp and be like... She kissed the lamp? It's a weird one, don't get me wrong. So I warned him and left. Oh, she shot him! He opened the safe, maybe to get the file out, and she shot him, and it hit the back.
Objection!
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. Or maybe not her. Maybe the fiance, Waki. This bullet was found in the Merrick's clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala.
Objection!
Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that.
Objection!
But this was stuck inside that doctor's safe. Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that
Objection!
out. Oh my god, stop objecting each other! How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Oh my god. Weren't you the one who explained rifle unlocks to us? I actually like the objections. Makes me feel like I'm in court. Interesting. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves the firearm was discharged in the office on the day of the murder. Not bad, Mr. Forehead. Minutes later, our report arrives. The rifle and marks on both bullets are identical. You know, I think I know why some of those are loud and some of those are quiet. I could fix them now, but I should do that later. I say while I go to do it now. No, it's gonna take me too long. Stop doing that. It seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position? The bullet in the safe proves one fact. A pistol fired in the office that day? And the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained top secret chart. Do you know someone was threatening Dr. Meritus in order to open the safe? Only one person was in position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala. Knew it. Order in the court. Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness? Yeah. Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kitaki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and then the bullet finally reached its destination? She'd be rich. That reminds me, apparently the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money, a fortune, if you will. Nefarious. So she plans to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune? Wait, who said that? You keep talking trash about my Alita, and I'll sue you, lawyer man. Me? Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita. I think you mean accuse. Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. He left me to die, so I left him to die, too. There, in that park. Lucky, just cool down a second. You keep your hands off my Alita or I'll... Miss Tiala? I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Waki, wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby? And the signature on the chart, the engagement? I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita. Your arm feels like a breath of foul... a breath of foul air. Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. So the family fortune is what you're really after? Adisha! No way, that's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me. accused. Of what kind, may I ask? Huh? Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I've already left the clinic. I would never do anything like that. I was definitely that silly brat. Whack! I know, he's crazy, right? His, script is definitely of its time. But it suits him. You had the most to lose if the chart was found. But I didn't have a pistol, now did I? Well, you could have taken walkies. You think he'd have me mention that, no? All I've heard him say is, "It was me, I shot him."
Objection!
And that's only because he's trying to protect you. Sorry to intrude on this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What point? Certainly, the Fraulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then... wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh! You see? The chart wouldn't have been left in the safe. Right, he has a good point. He's right. Mr. Tiala, yes? It is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé. I'm glad. Perhaps it's time you told us the truth? Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day. Don't forget, we've proven that you were at the Meritus Clinic on the day of the crime. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't have proof I stole his pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Meritus was shot in the temple or not. Man, what an asshole! That chart was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it, that's why I went that day. But you couldn't get the chart then, could you? And later that night, Dr. Meritus was shot. I heard about the shooting that day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. That was you? Apollo, that sound. It came from behind this door. Yeah, that was it. That was you two? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe, gotten the chart. That's trespassing! And brazen at that! Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. You see, she is literally just a girl. In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination? Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Yes, I was the clinic to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get a phone back to the clinic. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? That brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Meritus was shot in the temple or not. Was he shot in the temple? Yeah, he was shot in the temple, right?
Hold it!
You don't like her? Yeah. We don't like her. She is just a girl with an appetite for dirty money, aren't we all? So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck the victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Yes, we heard the testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look. No, the victim or the witness was on the other side. We already discussed this.
Objection!
Oh, maybe he did shoot him. Because she was standing the other side of the noodle car. So maybe she's the one that said it. So maybe he did shoot him. He was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly, silly attorney. Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. What matters is one thing, the doctor is shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken. But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken. Actually, I didn't do his footprints. That's on me. Must I explain everything? Very well. Let's recap. I didn't do his footprints. Am I doomed? If the witness panties guy was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the shooter shoot the victim? My proof is his tootsies. Get them out. Give him a snip. I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing this shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is, Waki Kitaki was standing at the killer mark, Wesley Stickler at the witness mark, and of course Pal Meritus was at the victim mark. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim? Okay. Someplace else. The facts stand now. We can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. I don't see any other place. Apparently Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim?
Objection!
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Penalties are such a frightening thing, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? You little shit. Double penalty? Mr. Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction? Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. I know, I cheer. Yeah, I also love that we're just referring to the student as the panties guy. That will be his nickname for life. Victim turned when he shouted. There's only one place the killer could have been. Well, we found her slipper print here. Wait, this side is his right? Yeah. So she did. She shot him through the car, through the thingy. I guess we need to look at the noodle car. Yeah, all from inside. What do you mean? Yeah, look, I just, I don't know which way. Is it his right or my right? Wait, that's the same right. Is it the witness's right or my right? They're different rights. True, nothing is silly in Japanifornia. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Take that!
I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. Hey, call him Panties Guy. That's his full name. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Slicker was standing next to the trash can when we saw the two men. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. I still don't look at the noodle stand. Yeah, I don't see any way she could have shot through there. Though this is open here, so... Oh, unless she just shot through this lantern that's screaming in pain because it just was shot? And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no. Oh yes. And that's right, towards the noodle stand. So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Objection!
Oh! In the doctor's office. Oh, there was loads of noodle pots on the floor, but I didn't look at them. That was a mistake. Maybe she had taken all the noodles out and was inside the noodle stand? And then that's why she still had the slippers on? And then that's why she left slippery footprints. Yeah, slippery footprints. Should have paid attention to bowls. I should have paid attention to the bowls. You say the killer was inside. I just kind of thought that the doctor might have stolen them, and I was like, it doesn't matter. Which would mean the victim, Dr. Merrick, just came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You'd think I'd notice? I think you'd all notice if you were pulling someone along.
Objection!
There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle? Honestly, why was he pulling the noodle in the first place?
Objection!
Unless she was threatening him. Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about the possibilities. Why would she threaten him to go in the noodle stand? What kind of crazy murder is she? She's like holding the gun to his face and she's like, go to the park and drag me in the noodle stand like a queen of noodles. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. You want evidence that someone was in the stand? I've got it. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. I don't know. Oh, two rounds were fired as well. I forgot about that, so this adds up. The slippers? That's why she left her shoes. Yeah, I will do it. After we... Oh. I have a Phoenix Wright trilogy. I think it's on Xbox. I should still be able to install it. I paid for it. A single slipper print was found at the scene. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof that you were inside that. It's not proof that she was inside the noodle stand, it's proof that she was there. But based on that reaction, you can confirm that she was inside of it. There was only one slipper mark found at that scene. Can this be called a footprint? Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path.
Objection!
Well, it would if it was paint on it. Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah? Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the
Objection!
That's just dumb. One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with tools of the noodle... Don't worry, I remembered that. I just didn't identify it earlier. Could someone have hidden in that stand? Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be... Well, Mr. Justice? Do you have proof that someone could have hidden them in the stand? I didn't inspect those bowls, but someone did scheme to clear the space. I do have this one.
Take that!
Hopefully that will work. Yes! What about it? We discovered a large quantity of this bowl just like... Well, I didn't. It wasn't me. A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic? Mr. Eldoon was very clear about these bowls. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there, too. Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside the noodle stand. Space created at the Emeritus Clinic moments. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. Her last name's an anagram of Alita. Tiala. That's interesting. Glad I know. I did notice. Miss Eldoon was optimistic with the amount of bowls. He was optimistic with that amount of bowls. This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Show me an innocent, I'll show you a fairy tale. In any case, the defense has somehow made this point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Emeritus. More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale. Pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. Ah, her Japanese name is Minami Namina? Anagrams. This is it. Why was Dr. Emeritus pulling that stand that night? Oh! Well, Waki's name is Kitaki Takita. Oh. Interesting. Anagrams attract each other. That night, I went to ask Dr. Emeritus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into Kitaki family's hands. But Dr. Emeritus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did is talk to him. You liar. You tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself? And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. Alita, criminal angel. Alita also means wing in Spanish. Ah. And that he was coming to settle the score. I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. Oh boy. Hey, I think my bracelet's probably gonna shake on them all, but let's... Okay. She's gonna like scratch, skitch, scratch, skitch, skitch, scratch. don't touch I've ever letting that chart fall into Kitsuki family's hands. The fact that Mekatus didn't understand. For some reason he thought the Kitsuki's had sent me. I gave up and went home. All I did was talk. Oh, I guess this is where she's lying. I thought her mouse might twitch, but no, it is. She is scratching her neck. All I did was talk and lie. Show me proof. I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. The proof is you, Miss Tiara. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say these words. What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. This is working better than I hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. Seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? Her nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. Well, yeah. Something happened between you and the victim in the clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened. The lamp? She kissed the lamp cord? I think it's the lamp. I haven't used the lamp yet. It's the only thing we haven't used. I'm gonna go ahead and say she kissed the lamp.
Take that!
You know, with different powers to tell truth from lies without having evidence in court will drive any lawyer insane. Maybe that's why Phoenix forged evidence. Honestly, without magic powers, how are you gonna know? You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and you made out with the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up... Think he strangled her? The answer is very simple. Miss Alita Tiara, please remove your... Do you think he strangled her? I got it now.
Objection!
This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target.
Objection!
He whipped her neck with a lamp cord. That's crazy. Oh, maybe he just threw the lamp at her. Maybe he didn't strangle her. As soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. I'm self-conscious over my neck. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my... Take it off. Bow chicka bow wow. Bow chicka bow wow. Take it off. You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf. Bow chicka bow wow. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita? Bam bam bam! Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night at the clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it. But wait! I'm looking at this lamp and the witness's neck. It looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness specifically. Oh! He threatened her. She had the gun. He won. He strangled her. She passed out. He put her in the noodle car and then dragged her over because he wanted to steal the noodle car. Wait, why would he have been in a noodle car? Because his car was in the garage, we saw it. The pants were in the... The pants was in the thingy! The car wouldn't work because he crashed it and there were panties in the exhaust. And Mr. Clavier just told us that his motorbike doesn't work if you put panties in the exhaust pipe. Kind of? Maybe his car just didn't work. Maybe the car just didn't work because he crashed into Phoenix. Will someone please tell me what really happened? I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Meritus. The gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's in the last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. So you can save your own skin? Huh? I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. He was just mad about... Yeah, maybe he had a really salty bowl of noodles. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I'll want some company. You. And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. But then why did she... Oh, maybe it... No, it's definitely lipstick, because they said it wasn't blood. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. So you were the victim. And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. Ah, I knew it. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I used to go. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand? But how could I? No, he put you in there. He put you in the noodle stand. He picked you up and put you in there. We now know what really happens in Meritus Clinic. And it would seem our victim was not entirely without blame himself. I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. Because he strangled me and I couldn't breathe and stuff. I've told you everything. Can I go home now? You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice? I believe this clears up the remaining questions from Miss Tiala. When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala? Very well, this finishes the cross-examination.
Objection!
Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock. How could you say this about me? You made me relive my trauma. You don't know what I had to go through. If Edgeworth was here, he would be like, I'm not hearing all that. It's true. He would literally be like, eyes rolling to the back of his head like, ugh. Women. Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way? Prosecutor Gavin? How Meritus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious, but what happened next? He's right. There is more we don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her? What if it was her in that noodle stand? Half dead, Dr. Meritus pulling the stand, and the bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened then. So it's kind of self-defense, this one. Even though she did threaten him first. She threatened him. He tried to kill her. But maybe he didn't try to kill her because he's a doctor and he knows how hard to strangle someone without them dying? Question mark? We're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me? Pauline, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Walkie saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash with the intent to give Dr. Merictus some of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Walkie, so she went to the Merictus clinic ahead of him in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then something happened. Sinking ship and all? Yeah. Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. What about Dr. Merictus? That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala, perhaps. He thought death. What did he do after the crime? I was just knocked out, not dead. From the state of this clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Mr. Forehead, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Mericus say? Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Oh, maybe he thinks she was dead. Oh. So what he did next? He did think he killed her.
Take that!
That's why he put her in the noodle stand on his car. He didn't want any evidence of her inside of his car. But that means he would actually be a very bad doctor if he couldn't tell if she was living or not. Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't random. Remember all the bowls in the foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? Yeah, I think he attempted to kill her. That's that, but... Or maybe he thought she was dead anyway. Because otherwise he wouldn't have put her body and the gun in the noodle stand. That would be foolish. One would just put the body and keep the gun on your holster, because we all have holsters. Maybe because the stand was heavy, or he wants to put something in the stand in the place. You don't mean I do. Dr. Merictus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. My corpse? Dr. Merictus panicked. He thought he killed you. His next move would be to dispose of the body. Clavio, why are you helping me?
Objection!
And then let's think about it logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Waki Kataki?
Objection!
I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? And that's right, he had no reason to go there. It was a trick. And that spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stuff.
Objection!
No, maybe he was gonna throw into the river. Unless the park was his destination. Javier is the goat? Interesting. Tell us where Dr. Merictus was heading with the stand. Well, I'm assuming the river. Right? He was gonna go throw her in the river?
Take that!
Where else would you throw a body? Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. A perfect place to dispose of a body. I mean, if I was disposing a body, I'd put it in a river. You don't know how far up or how far down that... Well, how far down? How far down the body came from. You don't know where it came from. You don't know where it was dumped. He didn't have many other options. I I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then the denouement. Wesley Stickler of panty snatching fame walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts in that instant. Oh, and then she wakes up. Look, I've never heard of it before. Oh my. So, I shot him? You were the only one who could have stolen Rocky's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Tiala? Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook, you're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Meredith pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin? And must I always be the one to point out Mr. Forehead's errors? I believe the Pauline speaks of her doctor's car. His car? And that's right, the Meredith clinic has that big garage. In which sat a green sports car, was it? Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wants to carry a body, he would have used his car. So if we find a victim without probable cause... in fairness, I wouldn't put it in my car. I wouldn't want any toe prints in my car, you know? I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. What an excellent counter-argument. And too bad you're quite wrong. Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy? That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it. Afterwards he drove it. Well, it's very probable that maybe the car after hitting someone stopped working. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car? A glaring contradiction to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. Hey! They are so mean to my forehead. Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Meredith use his car to carry the body? Is that a groan of surrender I hear? Some advice? Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days? Everything I've learned? He's helping me. This contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night. Car didn't run. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Meredith couldn't use his car. And now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together and the explanation is simple. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night.
Take that!
Take that, sucker! Panties again? That's right, panties. Of all things come out of my panties. Even the truth. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties, the latest in a string of similar thefts actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the Meredith's clinic garage. The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them. Weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. The muffler! Exactly, the muffler! Yeah, cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clock the exhaust and they won't run. Thank you. Sir Gavin? Do you think he told us that on purpose? Think he knew? My headcanon is that he knew. Yeah, just run down the street carrying a body. And that's why Dr. Merictus had to use the needle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. Yeah, I think he knew. Because he's been weirdly helpful. This is the second time in the series that a muffler was used for a case? When was the first time? My memory is ass. Oh, it's the unplayed case. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I haven't done the fifth thingy because I forgot. I didn't do it at the time. Because I was like, well, I'll do it before I play this game. And then I started playing this game and I went, oh, shit. I guess I might play it off stream between now and next week if I can, or between now and next time on Thursday, because I'll stream this again on Thursday. Where am I? So dark, can't see, cramped. The pain, my throat's burning. Oh, yes. What's your problem? You dog, I know what you did. Lucky? You lied to me, so you knew what I'm going to do. I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine. Let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me. No, he'll ruin everything. I have to stop it. Cease this at once, you two. Oh, is it really long? Oh. Honey, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand? In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police. Which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Merictus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you. Yeah, so that is why she wants this. Damn. Feels bad. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Elisa Tiala doing? She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He'd figure out she was the killer a while ago. Yeah. I think he figured it out days ago. He lost, but I didn't exactly win. Something the matter? Maybe he's not a bad guy. Maybe he's not a bad guy at all. Nah, it's guilty! Got the confetti cannon all filled up, ready for the end of this case? Hey, if it's a guilty verdict rather than confetti, what do you think they shoot out of cannons? Or they just shoot a net at him and tie him up and drag him to prison? Hog tie him. Bullets? Okay. Instant execution. How very Danganronpa of them. Yes, marshmallows way more enjoyable. Walkie's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank. Hey, attorney man. You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, homie. Homie. Or to blame, I guess. Give my Alita back. Stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish. Hello, father. Mr. Kitaki. It's high time you opened your eyes, Walkie. What you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman? Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie. We're filthy rich. I'm afraid the card is going to sell them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happier ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Walkie. Apollo was something... What's the reason? Because of panties? Oh, he's a lot worse than the butts. The butts is enjoyable, at least. The operation! Checkup report or the chart? Oh, probably the chart because it says he's gonna die any second now.
Take that!
Please. Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. Oh, that's why they need clean money, not dirty money. So they're trying to make money really fast. They can do the operation for him. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Yes! Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean... You aren't really, are you? I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. It's an expensive procedure. But you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean. They were eyebrows? Those were his eyebrows? And he actually has the cutest little beadiest eyes in the world? Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for... Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You never see an anime with closed eyes, man? Well, normally, they don't have ginormous eyebrows where their eye holes should be. Stupid old geezer. Walkie. No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kitaki, I like him more without the puppy dog eyes. No, I like him with the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Do you want to pay me with your dirty cash? I accept cash in hand, because then I don't have to claim it. Hehe. Someday, I'll bake you into one of our latest, the Kitaki Lime Pie. He's opening a pie shop? Like one with organs in it? Like that musical? And he was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? Aw, but we make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going. She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still need answers. Is there? Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet that fell out of my ass, apparently, because I don't know where it came from. If anyone can help me figure out, it's the 15-year-old I just met. Though I can't say I care for much what her father has become. But we have to go someplace first. Huh? Why, to claim our award for Mr. Eldin? No thank you. Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's special, alright. Please, anything but him. That's a good case! That was a good case, I liked it. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. I have a headcanon. But I need to check when this game came out. Actually, I don't know the game I'm referencing. You know when the DS, there was those doctor games, surgery games. I don't think I ever played. I think I was really bad. But there was those games where you were a surgeon and you had to use the stylus to like cut people up and heal them and be a surgeon. I like to think that that's the person that is going to take the bullet out of his chest. Yeah, it would be around the era. Wouldn't it be cool if there was like a mission in that where you had to take a bullet out of the chest of someone and it was really hard? That would have been such a cool like collab. I do think I never played one of those games and I wouldn't have completed it even slightly. You had an electric surge? Had to reboot? An electric surge? No, return to games menu. Now technically I'm halfway through, but I imagine episode 3 and 4 are gonna be long. I imagine episode 4 is gonna be the longest in the world. Normally it would be anyway. But I am loving this game very much, very much. I'm excited for episode 3. It looks like we're getting some lore on Mr. Gavin, can't remember his name. Stream for the Stinky, thanks. I mean, thanks for the stream, Stinky Uruka. I'll be back Thursday to start episode 3, and then Friday we'll be back into Honkai Star Rail, honking up the rails. I will splashies out tomorrow afternoon, right? I will probably do my splashy pulls in Discord tomorrow. And then Aria's out Wednesday, right? I will probably do my Aria pulls in Discord on Wednesday. I don't have that many. I can't guarantee Aria though, sadly. Woo. I can't guarantee Aria, but I can hope and pray. And if I get her, I get her. If I don't get her, I don't get her. I think I have enough pulls to go to Pity for Aria. Well, to go to like 50-50 anyway. So we'll see if I am blessed. And I definitely have enough for Splashy. I don't know whether I need to go for Splashy's Light Cone. I probably won't straight away because I don't want to, but I feel like I'm gonna have to. But hopefully I won't. I'll do some research. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Ace Attorney Apollo Justice episode 2 finale. Episode 3 in a couple days time. Have a lovely rest of your Monday/Tuesday/Sunday if you're in the past. And I'll see you later. What? How do I leave? I changed my OBS settings. Oh, there's not going to be any music, so I'm just going to end stream. I didn't set up that. I did my best.